Welcome to Learning Life Content. Like, share and subscribe our channel. This helps us to grow and motivates us to bring more interesting stories of human civilization. Let's begin the epic journeys, the age of exploration, the 15th century. A time when the world was on the brink of monumental change. Europe was emerging from the Middle Ages and the Renaissance was beginning to flourish, bringing with it a renewed interest in science, art and exploration. Imagine a time of mystery and wonder. The world was vast, filled with uncharted territories and unknown horizons. The oceans, in particular, held a magnetic allure, their vast expanses promising both peril and possibility. Much of it remained unknown to Europeans. Their maps were filled with blank spaces, representing the mysteries that lay beyond their borders. These blank spaces were not just geographical voids, but also represented the limits of European knowledge and imagination. They knew little about the Americas, lands that would later be revealed to hold vast resources and diverse cultures. The indigenous civilizations of the Americas, with their rich histories and complex societies, were completely unknown to the European explorers. Asia, on the other hand, was known for its secrets and riches. The allure of spices, silk and other treasures drew the attention of many. The Silk Road had long been a conduit for trade between East and West, but the overland routes were fraught with danger and controlled by powerful empires. This was the era of exploration, a time of daring voyages and incredible discoveries. Brave souls set sail into the unknown, driven by the promise of wealth and the thirst for knowledge. These explorers were often backed by powerful patrons, eager to expand their influence and fill their coffers with the riches of distant lands. Driven by curiosity and ambition, explorers took to the seas. Figures like Christopher Columbus, Vasco da Gama, and Ferdinand Magellan became legends of their time. Their journeys were fraught with peril, from treacherous waters to unknown diseases, yet their determination pushed them forward. They sought new trade routes, aiming to bypass the established paths controlled by powerful empires and monopolies. The quest for a direct sea route to Asia was particularly pressing, as it promised to break the stranglehold of the Ottoman Empire on the spice trade. They searched for gold and spices, the treasures that promised immense wealth and power. These commodities were highly prized and could change the fortunes of nations. The discovery of vast gold reserves in the New World would later fuel European economies and lead to unprecedented wealth. These voyages would change the world forever. New lands were discovered, and with them, new peoples and cultures. The encounters were often marked by conflict and conquest. The impact on indigenous populations was profound, leading to dramatic shifts in their societies and ways of life. The known world expanded dramatically. Territories that were once mere rumors became part of the global map. The detailed charts and maps created during this period laid the groundwork for future exploration and colonization. The age of exploration was a pivotal chapter in human history. It marked the beginning of globalization, as distant parts of the world became interconnected. The exchange of goods, ideas and cultures that followed would shape the course of history in ways that are still felt today. It was a time of unprecedented change. The discoveries made during this period reshaped the political, economic and cultural landscapes of the world. The rise of European colonial empires would have lasting effects on the global balance of power. It laid the foundation for our modern world. The maps drawn, the routes charted and the knowledge gained during this era continue to influence us today. The scientific advancements and navigational techniques developed during this time were crucial for future explorations. It left behind a complex legacy, one that continues to shape our understanding of the planet and its people. The age of discovery was not just about finding new lands, but about connecting the world in ways that were previously unimaginable. The cultural exchanges, both positive and negative, have left an indelible mark on the history of humanity. Before Columbus, there were others who dared to explore the unknown realms of our world. Prince Henry, the Navigator of Portugal, was one such pioneer, a visionary who sought to expand the horizons of his nation. Although he never set sail himself, his influence was profound. He established a school of navigation at Sagres, where the finest minds gathered to study and innovate. Henry funded numerous expeditions that ventured down the uncharted coast of Africa, seeking new trade routes and knowledge. His efforts laid the groundwork for Portugal's maritime dominance, paving the way for future explorers like Vasco da Gama. These expeditions opened up lucrative trade routes to the east, bringing spices, gold and other riches to Europe. They ignited a fervour of exploration across Europe, inspiring other nations to seek their fortunes beyond the horizon. Meanwhile, across the world in China, the great Admiral Zheng commanded a fleet of unprecedented scale. His ships, known as treasure junks, were colossal, dwarfing any European vessel of the time. Zheng voyages spanned from Southeast Asia to India and even reached the eastern coast of Africa. These journeys were diplomatic in nature. They showcased China's immense power and wealth, with the fleet carrying precious goods and treasures. Unlike the Europeans, the Chinese were not seeking to conquer new lands. Their mission was one of peaceful diplomacy. They aimed to establish trade and foster relations, creating a network of mutual respect and cooperation across the seas. Christopher Columbus is a name synonymous with exploration, a figure whose voyages changed the course of history. Sailing under the Spanish flag in 1492, Columbus embarked on a daring expedition to find a westward route to the lucrative Indies, driven by the promise of wealth and new trade opportunities. Instead of reaching Asia, he stumbled upon the Caribbean islands, a region previously unknown to Europeans, thus marking the beginning of sustained European contact with the Americas. Columbus's voyages were groundbreaking and set the stage for future exploration. These expeditions opened up an entire hemisphere to European exploration, colonization and exploitation, forever altering the course of history and the lives of countless indigenous peoples. The impact of his discoveries was profound, leading to the exchange of goods, cultures and ideas, but also to tragic consequences, including the displacement and suffering of native populations. Despite his monumental discovery, Columbus believed he had reached the outskirts of Asia, a misconception that persisted for years. He referred to the native inhabitants as Indians, a term that reflected his mistaken belief and underscored the misunderstandings that often accompanied such voyages. This era of exploration was marked by both incredible discoveries and significant cultural clashes, highlighting the complexities and far-reaching consequences of these early encounters. Ferdinand Magellan's expedition, launched in 1519, aimed to circumnavigate the globe. This ambitious journey was not just about proving the Earth was round, but also about finding a westward route to the Spice Islands, which were incredibly valuable at the time. Magellan's fleet of 5 ships set sail from Spain, navigating through the treacherous waters of the Atlantic Ocean and eventually discovering the strait that now bears his name, the Strait of Magellan. This narrow passage at the southern tip of South America was a crucial discovery, providing a navigable route between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. It was a perilous journey. The fleet faced numerous challenges, including violent storms, rough seas, and the threat of mutiny. The harsh conditions tested the crew's endurance and resolve, pushing them to their limits. The treacherous waters of the Atlantic were just the beginning. As they ventured further, the unknown expanse of the Pacific Ocean awaited them, a vast and uncharted territory that would test their navigational skills and resilience. Magellan himself did not survive. He was killed in the Battle of Mactan in the Philippines in 1521, a tragic end to his daring quest. Despite his death, the expedition continued under the command of Juan Sebastian Elcano. Elcano's leadership was instrumental in guiding the remaining crew through the final leg of their journey, navigating the vast and treacherous waters of the Indian Ocean and around the Cape of Good Hope. Yet his crew completed the voyage in 1522. They returned to Spain with only 1 ship, the Victoria, and a handful of survivors, having successfully circumnavigated the globe for the first time in history. This monumental achievement not only demonstrated the feasibility of global circumnavigation, but also provided invaluable data on global wind patterns, ocean currents, and the geography of previously uncharted territories. This expedition proved that the Earth was round. It was a monumental achievement that changed the course of history, providing concrete evidence of the Earth's true shape and size. The data collected during the voyage contributed to the development of more accurate maps and navigational charts, which would be crucial for future explorations. It also highlighted the vastness of the Pacific Ocean. The journey across this immense body of water took several months, revealing the true scale of the world's largest ocean. The crew's experiences underscored the challenges of long-distance sea travel, including the need for adequate supplies, the management of scurvy, and the psychological toll of extended periods at sea. It forever changed European perceptions of the world. The successful circumnavigation expanded European knowledge and understanding of global geography, paving the way for future explorations and discoveries. The newfound awareness of the world's vastness and diversity spurred a wave of exploration, leading to the discovery of new lands, cultures, and trade routes. Vasco da Gama, another Portuguese explorer, achieved a different milestone. In 1497, he embarked on a voyage that would establish a sea route to India. This journey was driven by the desire to access the lucrative spice markets of the East, which were previously dominated by overland routes controlled by various intermediaries. He established a sea route to India around the southern tip of Africa. This route, which passed the Cape of Good Hope, was crucial for opening up direct trade between Europe and Asia. The Cape of Good Hope, known for its treacherous waters and unpredictable weather, was a significant navigational challenge that da Gama's fleet successfully overcame. This route connected Europe to the east by sea. It allowed for the direct transport of goods, bypassing the overland routes that were long and perilous. The ability to transport spices, silks, and other valuable commodities directly by sea significantly reduced costs and increased the efficiency of trade. It bypassed the traditional land routes controlled by the Ottomans. This was significant because it reduced European dependence on these routes, which were often expensive and dangerous. The new sea route diminished the Ottoman Empire's control over the spice trade, shifting the balance of economic power towards European maritime nations. Da Gama's voyage had significant economic implications. It opened up new opportunities for trade, allowing European merchants to directly access the rich markets of India and Asia. The influx of exotic goods such as spices, textiles, and precious stones into Europe stimulated economic growth and increased the wealth of European nations. It opened up direct trade with India and Asia. This direct access to spices, silks, and other valuable goods transformed European economies and societies. The increased availability of these goods led to changes in European lifestyles, culinary practices, and even fashion. This led to an increase in spice trade and European influence in the East. The wealth generated from this trade helped fuel the growth of European empires and their expansion into new territories. The establishment of trading posts and colonies in Asia marked the beginning of a new era of global commerce and cultural exchange, laying the foundations for the modern interconnected world. Section 5. The human cost of exploration, encounters and consequences. The age of exploration was not without its dark side. While it opened new frontiers and expanded knowledge, it also brought about significant suffering. The arrival of Europeans in the Americas had devastating consequences for indigenous populations. These first encounters were often marked by misunderstanding and conflict. They brought diseases like smallpox, measles, and influenza, which decimated native populations who had no immunity to these foreign illnesses. Europeans also engaged in conquest and slavery, often using superior weaponry and tactics to subjugate native peoples. They exploited native populations for labor, forcing them to work in mines, plantations, and other grueling conditions. Europeans seized vast tracts of land and extracted resources, often with little regard for the well-being of the indigenous people. The impact of these actions continues to reverberate today, with many indigenous communities still grappling with the legacy of colonization. In the East, while the immediate effects were less devastating, European influence gradually increased through trade and political maneuvering. This led to the establishment of colonies and the systematic exploitation of resources, altering the economic and social structures of these regions. The age of exploration, while marked by discovery and progress, also ushered in an era of colonialism and its lasting consequences, reshaping the world in profound and often tragic ways. Section 6. Navigating the unknown, tools of the trade. The voyages of the Age of Exploration were made possible by significant technological advancements that revolutionized navigation. One of the most crucial instruments was the astrolabe, which allowed sailors to determine their latitude by measuring the angle between the horizon and a celestial body, such as the sun or a star. The compass, another vital tool, enabled sailors to ascertain direction with greater accuracy. Over time, the compass became more reliable, which was essential for long sea voyages. Concurrently, shipbuilding techniques saw remarkable improvements. Among the innovations in ship design was the caravel, a new type of vessel that emerged during this period. The caravel was renowned for its speed and maneuverability, making it an ideal choice for explorers. Its ability to sail against the wind, thanks to its innovative sail design, was a game-changer for maritime exploration. This capability allowed for longer voyages, as sailors could navigate more challenging routes and return home safely. These advancements in navigation were complemented by improved cartography. Detailed maps, which included wind patterns and ocean currents, provided explorers with the information they needed to venture into previously uncharted territories. Together, these tools and innovations were at the heart of the Age of Exploration, enabling explorers to push the boundaries of the known world and embark on epic journeys that would change history forever. Section 7. A World Transformed, the Enduring Legacy. The Age of Exploration had a profound and lasting impact on the world, altering the course of history in ways that are still felt today. It facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas and cultures between the East and the West, creating a new global interconnectedness. This exchange, famously known as the Columbian Exchange, introduced new crops and livestock to different continents, transforming diets and agricultural practices. The discoveries and explorations of this era dramatically reshaped the world map, leading to the establishment of new territories and colonies. These explorations paved the way for the rise of global trade networks and the dominance of European powers in international commerce. The Age of Exploration also ignited a wave of scientific discoveries and intellectual curiosity, leading to advancements in navigation, astronomy and geography. The legacy of this era is complex, marked by both the spread of knowledge and the imposition of colonial rule. It was a time of significant progress in technology and society, but also one of exploitation and subjugation of indigenous peoples. Understanding the enduring legacy of the Age of Exploration is crucial to comprehending the complexities of our modern world, as it laid the foundations for contemporary global dynamics. Section 8. Conclusion: the spirit of exploration. The Age of Exploration may be over, but its legacy continues to inspire us. The daring voyages of the past, where brave souls ventured into the unknown, have paved the way for modern exploration. These early explorers, with their rudimentary tools and unyielding spirit, charted the course for future generations. Their journeys were fraught with peril, yet they persevered, driven by a thirst for knowledge and discovery. Today, the spirit of exploration lives on in many forms. Modern explorers, whether they are scientists in remote research stations, adventurers in natural settings, or astronauts preparing for spacewalks, continue to push the boundaries of human knowledge and experience. These individuals, equipped with advanced technology and a wealth of information, build upon the foundations laid by their predecessors, venturing into uncharted territories with a sense of wonder and determination. Humans continue to explore new frontiers, driven by an insatiable curiosity and a desire to understand the world around us. From the depths of the ocean, where submarines uncover the mysteries of the deep, to the vast expanse of space where spacecraft orbit Earth and beyond, our quest for knowledge knows no bounds. Each new discovery, whether it be a previously unknown marine species or a distant celestial body, adds to our collective understanding of the universe. We look to the depths of the ocean, the vastness of space, and the complexities of the human mind. Deep-sea divers explore vibrant coral reefs, revealing the intricate ecosystems that thrive beneath the waves. Astronauts conduct spacewalks to maintain and expand our presence in space, ensuring that humanity remains a part of the cosmic narrative. Scientists use satellite imagery to study our planet from above, providing critical insights into environmental changes and global patterns. The human mind itself is a frontier, with researchers delving into its complexities through brain scans and neurological research. Scientists in labs around the world use complex equipment to unlock the secrets of our cognition and behavior. By understanding the intricacies of the brain, we gain insights into mental health, learning processes, and the very essence of what it means to be human. The desire to explore, to discover, is deeply ingrained in our nature. It is evident in the diverse groups of people hiking through wilderness, children discovering the wonders of nature, and researchers conducting fieldwork in various environments. This innate curiosity drives us to seek out new experiences, to learn from the world around us, and to share our findings with others. This innate drive pushes us to climb the highest mountains, make breakthrough discoveries in science, and endure harsh environments in the name of exploration. It drives us to push boundaries, to seek knowledge, and to understand our place in the universe. Each challenge we overcome, each new horizon we reach, brings us closer to a deeper understanding of our world and ourselves. Whether through telescopes gazing at the stars, philosophers discussing profound ideas, or space probes traveling through the cosmos, our quest to understand our place in the universe is unending. The pursuit of knowledge transcends disciplines, uniting scientists, thinkers, and explorers in a shared mission to uncover the mysteries of existence. It is this spirit of exploration that will continue to shape our future. As we innovate and develop new technologies, we must remember the lessons of the past and the importance of collaboration. Futuristic cityscapes and cutting-edge innovations are the result of collective efforts, where diverse minds come together to solve complex problems and create a better world. The lessons of the past, both positive and negative, should guide us. Historical reenactments, archival footage, and monuments commemorating explorers remind us of the triumphs and mistakes of those who came before us. By reflecting on history, we can learn valuable lessons that inform our future endeavors, ensuring that we move forward with wisdom and integrity. As we explore new frontiers, we must do so responsibly, ethically, and with a deep respect for all life. Environmental conservation efforts, sustainable farming practices, and diverse teams of scientists working together exemplify this responsible approach. By prioritizing sustainability and inclusivity, we can ensure that our explorations benefit not only humanity but the entire planet. The spirit of exploration should be one of curiosity, collaboration, and a shared future for all. International teams in space missions, collaborative scientific research, and community gatherings celebrating discovery highlight the importance of working together for a better tomorrow. By fostering a culture of cooperation and mutual respect, we can achieve remarkable feats and create a legacy of exploration that inspires future generations. Thank you for watching Learning Life content. Like, share, and subscribe our channel. This helps us to grow and motivates us to bring more interesting stories of human civilization.